Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Now, this is from Saturday morning. Dr. Jim Willie, a financial analyst with a PhD in statistics, said that big banks and private equity firms are deliberately keeping XRP's price low. He shared this view in a podcast with the Black Swan Capitalist. Willie suggested that XRP's price action is not due to regular market forces, but rather a strategy by which institutions quietly buy XRP before its price rises significantly. Specifically, Willie says major banks, including Bank of America and Bank of New York Mellon, are trying to keep XRP under 3 so they can purchase large amounts before its price increases. According to Willie, these institutions are deliberately holding the price down to stockpile XRP before the market catches up to its true value. Willie went further, claiming that these banks could be coordinating directly with Ripple. He believes they want to accumulate XRP below 3 instead of paying 7 to 8, which he considers closer to its true value. Willie also pointed to shrinking exchange wallets holding millions of XRP as a sign of hidden accumulation. For example, Coinbase's XRP holdings dropped from nearly 1 billion tokens to just around 32 million XRP in September. He argued that the absence of explanations from exchanges suggests many may be under non-disclosure agreements. NDAs, he said, could be masking the real flow of XRP into private custody or institutional pipelines. Interestingly, Willie connected this with comments made during a panel discussion involving BlackRock's CEO Larry Fink. When asked directly about BlackRock's plans for an XRP-based ETF, Fink responded, quote, "I can't say." Willie interpreted it as a subtle confirmation of restricted information. Furthermore, Willie compared future XRP price movement to a hydraulic pressure system, where money flowing out of Bitcoin and Ethereum would amplify XRP's price. Guys, how many times have I told you there could be a huge profit-taking rotation from Bitcoin into XRP? In his analogy, shifting liquidity from a wide tube like Bitcoin into a narrower tube like XRP creates an exponential pressure effect. He believes XRP ETFs will accelerate this dynamic, especially as OTC supply dries up. While Willie has made bold statements about banks suppressing XRP, such views are popular within the XRP community and have no foundation beyond the belief that XRP should be worth more than its current price of around $2. Critics insist that there is no concrete evidence of price suppression. Oh, you want evidence? Take a look at the glitches. Imagine if any other fintech company got the headlines XRP has over the years. They would have gone parabolic. Look how they deliberately delayed our ETFs again and again, making sure they would only launch after the shutdown. Buckle up, buttercups. This is starting to get interesting. XRP news. Fifth spot XRP ETF launches Monday as exchange reserves drop fast. The XRP ETF lineup in the United States is expanding again as 21Shares gets ready to launch its spot XRP ETF on Monday. This will become the 5th approved spot XRP fund on the market. CoinShares and WisdomTree are expected to launch next, completing the first group of 7 XRP ETFs. That's right, boys and girls. More companies join the XRP ETF lineup. Several issuers already offer XRP-related products. These include Rex Osprey, Canary Capital, Franklin Templeton, Bitwise, Grayscale, volatility shares, and pro shares. With 21 shares entering the market, analysts expect daily ETF activity to rise sharply. Early estimates show that once all 7 funds are live, daily ETF volume could reach 75 to 80 million. At this pace, the funds may buy about 20 million to 30 million XRP every day. Binance XRP reserves fall fast. New on-chain data shows that Binance now holds about 2.7 billion XRP, down sharply from early October. Falling exchange reserves often point to increased demand from long-term holders and institutional buyers who are moving XRP off exchanges. TradingView put it this way: XRP reserves on Binance collapsed to record lows as 300 million tokens exit amid rising U.S. ETF demand. Market strategists tracking ETF activity say the next group of issuers could dramatically increase daily inflows. WisdomTree, managing 109.5 billion, and CoinShares with 7.3 billion are expected to add significant volume once live. Alongside 21 shares, 2.8 billion in assets under management, analysts predict that after all 7 funds launch, combined daily volumes could rise by 35 million per day, pushing total ETF share volume into the $75 to $80 million range. And guess what, guys? The author left out the XRP ETF I've been buying. What about Amplify's XRPM? What about the futures ones? Teucrium, Purpose Investments, and Tuttle? Based on current accumulation estimates, analysts project around 20 to 30 million XRP bought per day, up to 100 million XRP per week, roughly 400 million per month, and as much as 4.8 billion per year. I think that's low. The market may not need anywhere near a full year. If prices stay stable and buyers continue absorbing supply at this pace, a significant supply shock could hit within months, not years. Now, guys, I don't want to brag, but XRP is also included in some index ETFs like Grayscale's GDLC, which provides investors with exposure to the 5 largest and most liquid cryptos: Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. And there's more. How about Evolve's crypto ETF, symbol ETC, on the Toronto Exchange? Evolve Funds Group has an Evolve XRP ETF and an Evolve Crypto ETF, which was recently updated to include XRP. I doubt many of you have heard of the Hashdex NASDAQ Crypto Index, symbol NCIQ, a portfolio that includes the usual suspects: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and XRP, Chainlink, Stellar, and Uniswap. That's just for institutional investors. Now, this is not investment advice. I am not an investment advisor. I will never tell you to buy, sell, or hold any security or cryptocurrency. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. But I don't think XRP is going to the moon anymore. I think XRP is just going to buy it, kids. So screw Wall Street, the bad actors, the whales, the Trump family crypto business, BlackRock, the SEC, Paul Atkins, and the Bitcoin maxi pads. How you like me now? This is the kind of stuff I'm watching while they manipulate and suppress the price. 4 billion, 180 million in 24 hours. XRP open interest takes major leap. XRP OI has taken a new leap as the crypto market consolidates after weeks of brutal, choppy sell-offs. Data from CoinGlass shows open interest has jumped by up to 4% in the past 24 hours. The revival in XRP OI is symbolic, with hopes it can stir a major price rebound. What, did you think the bad actors were just going to give up? Why is CoinShares axing its XRP, Solana, and Litecoin ETFs just days before its US debut? CoinShares has abruptly withdrawn registration filings for its XRP, Solana staking, and Litecoin ETFs, yanking 3 altcoin products just as it gears up for a highly anticipated NASDAQ listing through a $1.2 billion SPAC deal. In my opinion, CoinShares, you just made a huge mistake. You should have let the XRP one go. It might have set a record, and that momentum could have rolled into your SPAC deal. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.